Shalom, all praises, all honor, and all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Wakasah, peace and mercy unto all of our Akim and hopeful elect throughout the four corners, wherever you're scattered, that are teaching is truth. Alright, this is the brother Maror. And basically I want to do a little lesson on this article. And I pray it be edifying. Out of Ratazah. Okay, so this is from shithitthefanplan.com. Analysts warn we're running out of resources needed to sustain life on our planet. See, look at this shit, man. Alright? This is how the Mossad is going to make America look when the nuclear missiles hit. Alright? We're living in the valley of the shadow of death. Alright? Have you ever heard of Earth Overshoot Day? No, neither had I. It's the day each year that we use up the resources that can be renewed within the length of that time. This year was on August 1st, so for the rest of the year we're living on borrowed resources. It reminds me of the economy and quantitative easing. There's only so far we can push it until there's nothing left from which to borrow. While the analysts say that it's all related to climate change, a theory that many find dubious, one thing is absolutely certain. They're right about the looming shortage of researchers, and a lot of it is because Westerners are so incredibly wasteful as a society. All right? And I can attest to that, man. I know a lot of brothers that can attest to this, man, that work in restaurants, and all Esau do is fucking throw food out when there's homeless people starving cold upon the streets living under bridges. All right? We live in the most fucking wasteful country on this planet, man. All right? That's why the Mossad is going to waste this fucking place. Water. Look at water, for example. Droughts have stricken us here in parts of the United States for years, and blogger Michael Schneider has suggested it quickly lead to the return to Dust Bowl conditions similar to those of the 1930s. South Africa has barely managed to push back day zero, the day in which Cape Town runs completely out of water using stringent rationing methods. Alright? That's exactly what's coming to this fucking place. Rationing. Heavy food rationing and starvation. Alright? Matter of fact, there's a precept on that in Leviticus. Alright? Because this judgment is really for the wicked people of Israel. Because Esau, he's doomsday prepping. Esau know this shit coming, but a nigga don't know this shit coming. Alright, niggas worry about Juice WRLD or what Moneybag Yo's doing. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26. And let's see. It's a lock here. This is the book of Leviticus 26 and verse 26. When I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver you your bread again by weight, and ye shall eat and not be satisfied. All right? That's what's coming, man. People are going to be eating and drinking and not be satisfied. All right? The Mossad is about to bring food rationing back in style. Even parts of the U.S. that aren't in drought conditions are seeing frequent water crises. With algae blooms, toxic runoff, chemical spills, and tainted municipal water, doesn't it seem to you that these things are happening a lot more often? The global water shortage is coming fast. At this point, approximately 40% of the entire population of the planet has little or no access to clean water, and it's being projected that by 2025, 2/3 of humanity will live in water-stressed areas. All right, and that's a spiritual number because the Mossad said that 2/3 of our people are going to perish over here in Babylon the Great. All right, but most Americans are not too concerned about all of this because they assume that North America has more fresh water than anyone else does. And actually, that would be right about that. But the truth is that even North America is rapidly running out of water, and it's going to change all our lives. Today, the most important underground water source in America, the Agala Aquifer, is rapidly running dry. The most important lake in the western United States, Lake Mead, is running dry. The most important river in the western United States, the Colorado River, is rapidly running dry. All right. By 2030, the UN predicts that 24 million to 700 million people will be displaced because of water shortages, man. This shit reminds me of fucking Mad Max. All right. People gonna be scourging, looking for water, man. You know, that's on some Mad Max shit, man. See, Esau knows what's coming, and he puts it in his movies. All right, pretty soon water will be gold. Pretty soon water is gonna be used to barter. All right, you're gonna have grown-ass men selling their daughters for water. See, this is basically what that movie Mad Max was about, man. They didn't have no fucking water. Everything was a drought. They're living in the desert. All right. Salakia. All right. Let's see. Salakia. Just looking up a scripture. I know it's in the book of Micah. Lord willing, I have it right here. Let's see. Salakia, looking for the scripture. Salakia, that's Satan. Says, let's see. By 2030, the UN predicts that 24 million to 700 million people will be displaced because of water shortages. This means that in those areas that do have water, the resources will be spread thin, and suddenly they'll have shortages too. All right. And this is straight out of the scriptures, man. The scripture says, one people shall go to one city for water, man. All right. One people shall go to another city for water. Let's see. Salakia. Yeah, the water Yahweh Shem Yoshai, called law Yahweh Shem Yoshai. It's not in Micah, it's in Amos. I haven't brought this scripture out in a minute. Salakia, forgive me. This is the book of Amos, chapter 4, and verse 6. And I also have given you cleanness of teeth in all your cities, and want of bread in all your places. Yet have ye not returned unto me, said Yahweh Shem Yoshai. Now what's cleanness of teeth? When you don't have no food. All right? Because if you're not eating, you don't have a reason to brush or pick your teeth. There's nothing to pick out, you know? So people, the famine's gonna get so bad out here, man. You know, scripture says the Most High is gonna give people cleanness of teeth. You know, and want of bread in all your places, because with this drought is going to bring a famine, because these farmers ain't going to be able to grow their crops, man. You know, ye have returned not to me, said Yahweh Shem Yoshai, and also I have withholden the rain from you when there were yet 3 months to the harvest, and I caused it to rain upon one city and caused it not to rain upon another city. All right, the Most High is going to stop. The Most High is going to dry up America, man. Babylon the Great. One piece was rained upon, and the piece whereupon it rained not withered. Looking just like that fucking picture, man. All right, this whole place is going to wither. All right, that's what that's going into, man. All right, I got a precept. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 17. But I will bring them, matter of fact, I'll start at 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. All right, Egypt is America, because they have a pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. They have the damn obelisk there in Washington, D.C. They had Barack Obama in office, which is basically what was a pharaoh. All right, and he became the first gay president. The Canaanites were the first damn fucking momos. All right, we're living in modern day Egypt, man. All right, the house of captivity, the house of Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, the Most High say he gonna fuck this place up and deliver his elect. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. All right, and that's basically Yahushua coming in, what you know as UFOs, which we call IFOs, because they're the heavenly chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, and there will be a war in heaven, which is when Michael and his archangels fought against the dragon and his angels, because now you got Donald Trump trying to put a damn space station, man. And trains forces in outer space, because they know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is coming back. They're scared. All right, they know, man. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shall bring upon it. All right, that's what's happening, man. The Most High is smiting this place because, all right, because it's his judgment. All right, the Most High is getting rid of this place because it's wicked. All right, because he's ready to have his son rule. All right, let's see. Let's see. Took this fucking article, man. I would say it, man. Took the fucking page down. All right. So it says, let's face it, if we run out of water, people start dying and quickly. There will be famine because crops won't be able to grow. It's the spirit. People will drink questionable water because people will drink questionably water because they're dying of thirst, and then they'll die of waterborne illness instead. Salaki, please bear with me. But water isn't the only thing that we're using faster than that can be replenished. Food. A huge part of the issue with looming food shortages is the shocking amount of waste. 33% of the food produced worldwide is wasted, and a whopping 50% of the food in the U.S. is lost. Shockingly, a great deal of it is simply thrown away because it's ugly. In North America and Europe, it boils down to more than 250 pounds of food wasted by every man, woman, and child each year. Which countries like the U.S. literally throw away more food annually than is produced in poor parts of the world, like the entire sub-Saharan area of Africa. God dang, man. That shit crazy. All right, these people waste food like it ain't shit. All right, that's why the Most High is going to starve people, man. These people are gluttonous. Even if just 1/4 of the food currently lost or wasted globally could be saved, it would be enough to feed 870 million hungry people in the world. But Esau would never do this because he's the fucking devil. That's why they have something called population control. All right. Let's see. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 4. The earth mourned and faded away the world languages, and faded away the haughty people of the earth do language. Which the haughty people of the earth are going into the elites of those Edomites, those high banker families, Evelyn Rothschilds, Oppenheimers, DuPonts. All right. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. All right. The whole fucking earth is fucked up under the rulership of these Edomites, man. Everything is literally upside down. Therefore the curse have devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And the few men that are left going into the elect. It says, in developing countries, 40% of the waste occurs at harvest and in processing plants, while in the countries that are industrialized, like the U.S., more than 40% of the waste occurs at retail stores and once consumers bring the food home. All right. Also oil. All right. Because Esau is fracking and sucking the earth dry. All right. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? And this was what the prophet Esdras was crying out, you know. Because Esdras saw some shit. The Most High gave Esdras some powerful visions. You know, a lot of prophets, when they got these visions, they got sick, you know, or they were afraid, you know. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers, and shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? All right, that's the time we're living in, man. The beginning of evils, famine. People starving to death, man. All right. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So the Most High is sending this to correct and rebuke people, man. All right. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. But these motherfuckers still going to be wicked because they're proud. All right. Just like the people in Sodom and Gomorrah, you know. Nor always be mindful of the scourges. Behold, the victual shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Yeah, man. And that's what's happening. Confusion is increasing on this planet, man. Famine is increasing on this planet. All right, the sword, people dying, all that shit is increasing. All of these things are happening right now. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. So the scripture says a lot of people are going to die, and this is what's happening. All right. That article goes into how we're using more resources than we have, and pretty soon, how much more can the earth take? All right. Because Esau's the damn devil. He don't even give the land of rest, man. You know, when according to our biblical laws that Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave us, man, he's supposed to give the land a Sabbath. See, that's why in the kingdom, all nations are going to flow into Israel to be like us. All right. Because the wisdom bestowed upon us by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, and verse 1. And the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, spake unto Moses in Mount Sinai, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you come into the land which I give you, then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Do you know what a Sabbath is? A Sabbath means a period of rest. All right, that's why on the 7th day, all right, which is not a Friday, because we wasn't calling our days of our weeks after false gods. All right, but on the 7th day, we would have a rest. All right, because that's what the Alahayim, all right, which would be Yahushua and the elect did after they created everything. All right, after Yahushua got the blueprint from his father, Yahweh. All right, 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years thou shalt prune thy vineyard and gather in the fruit thereof. But in the 7th year there shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Shabbat for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, thou shalt neither sow thy field, nor prune thy vineyard. So you got to give the land a break, man. But Esau, he's never satisfied. All right, he's never fucking satisfied, man. All right, this devil can never be satisfied. You know, not enough Israelite blood can satisfy him. Not enough women, not enough riches. All right, not enough days off work. Nothing, man. It's lucky not Hosea Habakkuk. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yet also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who lordship his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gather unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people. And that's the spirit of the so-called white man. It's not upright in him. He's naturally wicked, and he can't be satisfied. And that's why the earth is in the condition that it's in right now. You know, this is a damn shame, man. All right, Yahweh Shai have to come back, or there's not going to be anything to be saved. You know, oil. We're draining resources so quickly that the BP website warns that we can only get 50 more years at our current rate of oil production. Oil reserves include felt condensate and natural gas liquids, as well as crude oil. This inclusive approach helps to develop consistency with the oil production numbers published in a review, which also include these categories of oil: liquid hydrocarbon fuels for 9-hydrocarbon. Sources such as ethanol from corn or sugar or synthetic oil derived from natural gas, so-called GTL or gas to liquids, are not included in either the reserves or production series. In the absence of replenishment by successful exploration or reserves growth, so-called reserves replacement, prove reserves would tend to decline over time as production depleted the existing reserve base. However, the tendency has been for proved reserves at the aggregate level to increase over time as reported discoveries, extensions, and imported recovery has exceeded production. So Esau is literally overworking the earth, man. He's literally fucking up the earth. All right? Everyone is blaming. I'm not going to read all of this because it's a lot. You know, it says everyone is blaming climate change. What can we do? All right, well, that's basically the article anyway, man. Basically, the white man's a damn devil, and he's as hell, and he can't be satisfied. You know, and because of this, this is going to create a very bad famine in America, man. All right. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and verse 14. Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein. Yeah, destruction is coming. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Yeah, that's why there's uproars of the people here in America, man. White hate groups, Antifa, the goddamn army veterans, man, the patriots. All right, race wars, Black Lives Matter protesters, man. That's why it's uproars of the people, and that's why there's going to be a massive race war in America, man. Because the internet is exposing all of Esau's wickedness, and Jake is just getting tired of that shit, man. Jake is getting tired of being called a nigger. All right? For there shall be, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And you go to war with a sword, man. You don't fucking take a sword, you know, in a goddamn movie theater. All right? You go to war with a sword. You take a sword and battle, you get it wet with blood. All right, you don't just go sit down and watch a damn cartoon with it. All right, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because the cities are going to be besieged. All type of food and water is going to be being rationed. All right. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. And that's what's happening right now, man. The cities are being troubled with famine, with drought, with plagues of locusts, rivers of blood, dead fish dropping, dead birds dropping. All right, the Most High is already smiting this place. It's very eerie out here, man. It's fucking wicked. You can feel it in the air, man. It's vexing, you know. A man shall not have pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's what's coming, all right? This fucking drought gonna have people going crazy, man. All right, you people are not fasting, all right? See, the Wadi Habashim El Shai, this is all spiritual, man, because the Most High is giving us the Day of Atonement to take care of us, man. You know, to toughen us up, all right? Not eating. You people can't fucking go a few seconds without eating, man, or you will bug out. All right, Lord willing, with those men, man. All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter. Let's see. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 34 and 17. The righteous cry, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua heard and delivered them out of all their troubles. All right, so the elect are going to cry in the midst of this famine, man. And the Most High is going to hear them and deliver them. All right, Most High ain't no joke, man. Let's see. This is the book of Psalms 37 and verse 19. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied, man. All right? The elect are going to be satisfied in the famine. The elect are going to be taken care for. All right? The Most High is going to have a spiritual bubble around the elect. All right? While you people were bugging out starving because you chose to eat pork, you couldn't put down the fucking pork. You couldn't put down the shrimp, the crab. All right, the abominable foods. Now the Most High is righteous and starving your ass if he wants to, or nuking you. All right, this is the book of Job, chapter 5, and let's see. At 5 and 19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee, man. Most High is going to deliver the elect from this nuclear destruction. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. So the elect are going to be redeemed in this famine, man. If you watch that movie, The Road, the man and his son stumbled upon the little fallout shelter for the food. The Most High is going to put that in the path of the elect. The scripture says the man's goings are of the Lord, man. All right. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction of famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee, man. All right, and that's spiritual power. All right, to be able to walk amongst lions and they not attack you, or bears, and the bear feed you. All right, that's spiritual power, man. To be able to eat in these times, you know, that's going to be a faith booster too, to let you know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is with you. You know, you really have to count your blessings. Every prayer that was answered, don't let Satan take that out of your mind. You know, use it as a faith booster, man. I just got one more precept and I'll close it. This is the book of Isaiah 41 and verse 14. Fear not, thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So, yeah, so for everything that's coming upon the earth, man, Lord willing, man, we be part of that number. We continue on to the end. All of you men that are out there in the highways and byways pushing, don't fear. Esau wants to put that fear demon on you to overthrow your faith. You know, we have to pray that our faith outweighs our fear, you know. So with that, I pray you all be edified. All praises, all honor, and all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Akakadosh forever. All right. Shalom, Wakasai to the hopeful elect.